first time doing this, but
you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be absolutely fine. I think you'll be fantastic. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Young, Black and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young Black folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. It's your host, Sil, and today we've got my little sister in the house. Oh gosh, I'm so excited to have you today, little sis. How are you? Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Do you mind introducing yourself to our audience, please?
I'm Brenda Nzanda. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
A beautypreneur.
Mm-hmm.
A mother.
Okay.
Mother of one lovely baby girl.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
And a hustler. I do everything that can bring food and money to my table.
That's right. That's the spirit, little sis.
I'm one of those advocating for Black women. My nicknames are Brenda Black, aka Black Goddess.
Right, I love that. You know, maybe I'll just jump straight into that question. So, I saw your brand on your Facebook page. I mean, the banner, it says Black Goddess Concept, and I just had to love it. You know, I'm passionate about my skin color as a Black woman, and when I look around, I cast back to boarding school where we were together. When I look around us, I don't see too many of us who had the black skin who have just kept it. Do you?
Yeah, so many changed their color. Some even told me it's the commercial color when we went to the university. A friend told me it's a commercial color. That's what you guys love.
Oh my
God!
God!
Bring boys closer to you,
Oh
coming to ask you out and all that and all that. I was like,
you're joking.
But what kept me going? I'm serious.
Oh my God!
Serious.
Commercial
what
color.
Kept me going, yeah.
I'm sorry, I just have to laugh. I'm sorry, I just have to laugh. Commercial. Ooh. So they're commodity now.
A friend told me that. I was like, what?
Oh
But
my
you see, today when she looks at me, seriously, she's jealous. She tells me I'm jealous. I'm envious of you. I'm so angry. I had to change my color to please people that cannot please me. So
God. Yeah, that's the sad truth, you know. How can you not love yourself enough to change yourself for someone else? How can you not love yourself and you expect someone else to love you, but you have yourself? You don't love yourself enough that you have to change your skin color to please someone else. It's crazy.
the funniest thing is those guys that make them to change their color. They still run back to the dark skin girls.
What a cliche. That's a cliche.
That's the truth.
Oh
They
my
run
God.
back to the
That's
dark
a
skin
cliche.
girls. They run back. They even knew they are begging. And all
Oh
that.
my
So,
God. Oh my God. So Lil sis.
But
Yeah.
the person that inspired me to keep my color, to be more proud about myself, is my mom.
Oh, wow.
Because if I grew up, I married my mother, or maybe at one time she would think of bleaching her skin.
Yeah.
Even if I decide to keep mine, I'll be like doubting.
Yeah.
But my mom, she was so confident, and she's so confident about her skin color. She's a dark woman.
I think your mom is gorgeous. You know, just talking about her, the way you are, is giving me goosebumps. I think your mom is gorgeous. I've seen her on Whitney's profile a few times, on Whitney's WhatsApp status, and I think she's just drop dead gorgeous. I definitely think that she's your perfect role model, because I see the self-confidence that she has, and I see that in you as well. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm right
Our
here.
connection down here.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so you were talking about your mom being your role model,
Yeah, my mom inspired me a lot. She's a strong woman. She always tells me, no matter your color, if you have self-confidence, if you believe in yourself, no matter your complexion, be it black, yellow, pink, purple, you make it in life. Don't feel discouraged because you feel you pass. You pass. When my mom enters into a room, I'm not saying this to just left out or to just talk. When mom enters into a room, everybody turns and look at her.
Right.
But she's a dark-skinned woman.
Right.
She's not because she's beautiful, but because she has that self-confidence.
Right.
She values herself.
Spot on.
So
Spot
obviously,
on.
everybody around her will value her.
Wow.
And that's how I treat myself. I try all my best to keep positive mind in me. Like, never to touch my color. I keep talking to my friends, loved ones, even my daughter. I always talk to her. My daughter is 5 years old, but I make sure she gains that self-confidence from her young age. Because that's what will make her tomorrow. She will not think, maybe this fair girl is beautiful than me, or this person, because she's a white girl, she's more advantageous, she has more advantages, she has more than me because I'm dark-skinned.
Exactly. No, I love that. I really do love that. I think we should preach that a little more. I wrote an article sometime this week. I think it was on Monday that I published that article about No Woman is Ugly. And in the article, I was just discussing some very shocking statistics that I found out from the World Health Organization, which stated that 75% of black women in Africa bleach their skin. 75%. That is mind-blowing. 75%. Despite the health risk and everything, it is mind-blowing. So we need to preach that message a little more. So Lil says, I wanted to ask you, did you ever try to find corporate work?
Yes, when I just left the university. It was not easy. And at that same period, I got pregnant for my baby, for my daughter.
Okay.
I had to sit at home. After giving birth, I was like, I need to do something. I can't just sit, wait for my mother to give me money, or my baby's father to send money for the child, and I'm scrambling the small things.
Exactly.
So I started my own little business. I go to this bill. Normally call it in Pidgin Okika.
Yeah.
This bill, I go and pick dresses there. I resell it. I had some smalls in the university. I buy them in large quantity. I take some to Boya. I was in Kumba then.
Okay.
Take some to Boya. I live with them. I sell some. I walk around and sell. And that's how I started my business. Later on, I started with Turkey, the Turkish line.
Wow. So how much capital did you need to start, when you started?
I started with, I think, 45,000.
Can you imagine? As little as 45K, you started.
45,000, yes, because I wanted to buy large quantity. Because I have a friend, but she traveled. She's out now. She started with just maybe 25,000.
Can you imagine?
Because she starts small.
Wow.
Buy little quantity, go and resell, come and buy, go and resell, and all that.
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, people complain every day, oh, there's no work, I want to go to Dubai, I want to do this, I want to, just listening to you, I'm so inspired, really. I'm really so inspired. So, what was your first experience like when you started this business?
It's difficult. It's not easy. Business itself is not easy.
Yeah.
Business itself is very difficult. But if you put your mind in it, you believe in yourself, if you have mentors that you look up to, because you have all great business people started small.
Yeah.
You have difficulties. The beginning is very tough, but as days keep passing and all, and we are pushing. It's not easy, especially in Africa and in Cameroon. It's not easy, but we are pushing. We are trying to be boss ladies.
Yeah, right.
We're trying to make a difference.
Yeah, and you
give more value to women. Like we women, we can do everything we want to do if we put our mind in.
Absolutely. And you are the CEO of the Black Goddess Concept. Tell us about your entrepreneurial journey.
My entrepreneurial journey. Let me clear my throat again.
We'll wait for you. You can grab some tea if you want to.
I'll tell you for true, it's not easy. I've gone through a lot. I've fallen, but the only thing I'm happy is when I fall, my mind is up. Because the worst thing that can happen to you when you're doing business is when you fall and your mind falls with you.
Right.
You're done.
Yeah.
Yes.
It comes back
So
to
the only thing
to the concept that your mind is your business, is your most profitable business. Right.
Yeah. And that's what is keeping me going. I've done a lot of investments because in life you cannot do one thing.
Absolutely.
There's one or two investments, but sometimes they don't work out the way I was expecting. But when it comes to the fashion side, I sell clothes, bags, and all. That's what is really for now putting food in my table.
Yeah.
Trying to pay my bills, one or two bills, and all. And later on, the Black Goddess concept is a whole concept on its own. It has different, how can I say? I don't know if I can say, it has different enterprise.
Okay.
Which is, you have the Brandy black hair.
Okay.
Brandy black hair collection, Brandy hair collection.
Okay.
You have the Black Goddess Empire.
Wow.
The Black Goddess Empire is about about the clothes. The fashion side is about clothes, shoes, bags, accessories.
Yeah.
And the Brandy hair collection is another baby company, another baby enterprise. Which deals strictly on hair, wigs, both. Wigs. So there are many more things to come.
Wow, I'm really impressed, honestly. You know, I was reading a quote today from the Bible about the 4 different streams or rivers that came up from the Garden of Eden to be able to provide or to water the garden. And I heard a wise man say that every person has to have 4 streams of income. So when I heard you talk about, you know, the black goddess concept being your umbrella and then having different streams underneath it, I was like, she's definitely got the secret. That's why she's, you know, doing her thing and, you know, loving herself and just putting herself out there. I think it's a fantastic concept. You know, you could have limited yourself to just one, but you went out there all in like Rihanna did. The girl launched 40 different shades for all types of women. She didn't go in faint-hearted, you know, and I definitely love that. So I read a quote on your Facebook page which says that ladies, always learn to adjust the crown on another woman's head and not wait for it to fall so you can laugh. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is this. You know, the world of today, the downfall of a woman is being caused by another woman. If you get into an office, a man will hold your hand to lift you up, but another woman will want to push you down.
Yeah.
Same thing if you get into a room. I've experienced it. I've had people that have just hated me because of the way I am, because of the way I love looking good. No matter the...
Sorry, the...
Also, I think I have any problem. People always ask me, are you sure you have problem? I'm like, I'm not sure I have problem. Because I always have a smile on my face.
Yeah.
No matter how hard things are. A woman destroys another woman. it's difficult for a woman to hold her sister's hand to walk through the path of success. It's very difficult.
Why? Why is it
So
so, though?
that's why I made that statement. And I'm encouraging women, young ladies, to give up, not only young ladies, our seniors, to give opportunity for the young ones, for us, the young ones who are growing. They are ready to hold our hands, to direct us, they're ready to help us in our entrepreneurial skills, they're ready to impact knowledge, creativity, and all. Take, for example, like Nina, Ngasa Nina.
Yeah.
She's of late.
Yeah,
I
felt so sad.
She was a mentor for me because she's welcoming. It's a lady, I don't know her personally, but the day I heard her talk in a conference and I approached her, her manner of talking, she's very welcoming, she's very lovely, she's ready to teach, she's open, she's ready to pour out her knowledge into you.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to see women nowadays, or women, I don't know if it's nowadays, I'm talking about my own experience. It's very difficult to see women in.
Oh, you're breaking up. Are you there?
Maybe this child. You have just few women, and if we hold our hands together, women can do so many things.
I mean,
men are still small now.
Yeah.
A woman can handle 10,000 things at once.
Right.
I'm telling you.
No, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I agree with you. You see, what you said touched me personally because I've had bad experiences with people I called friends that I thought, okay, if I'm in a situation, you are the one to pull me up. But I found out that they were rather praying for me to fall, for me to just disappear, really. I don't know why we do that. I really don't know. You see, when guys argue, the next minute they're talking, they're over a bottle of beer laughing, but women, just a little fight.
Even Davido said that. Davido, the Nigerian musician,
yeah.
I watched one of his interviews where he was saying it, like they asked him, he took in one young Nigerian musician, an artist, she's a young girl, she's just getting into the industry. So he was like, I'll be your mentor. So they asked him what happened. He said, because women in the industry will never hold another woman. If you
you're breaking up.
Their hands are being pulled. It's a man that holds the young lady's hand, like, okay, let me walk along with you. It's difficult for those big mamas to hold your hand and say, okay, let's walk together through this path. Let me build you through this path. Let me make you experience. Understand? Let me make you experience the glory or the pleasure of being a star.
Yeah.
But it's really hard for us.
It's something that really saddens me, and that's why I'm passionate about this young black and independent concept, because you see, last month I started this project late last month, and the reason why I started it was because I felt that a lot of young women specifically, needed mentoring. Because when I look around me, I'm like, gosh, these young girls, it's not for lack of the will, but really sometimes we just need a mentor, like you said. God bless Nina's soul. We just need that person to look up to. You're looking up to your mom today. Not all girls have that privilege to have a mom who hasn't bleached her skin, who is not suffering from self-confidence or self-esteem issues, who is not pushing them out there to go and prostitute themselves, who is not, being a bad example. It's hard to find this kind of moms. Your mom is she's not the ordinary mom. She's not the ordinary mom. So when I look around me, I was like, how can I help these young girls, to just blossom, from inside out? Because I think that nowadays we pay a lot of mind to our physical appearance. Imagine your friends at the uni telling you that their body, their skin color is a commercial color. What the heck? When you bleach your skin, not only do you lose your identity, but also you put yourself in harm's way, because these creams and all, they have consequences. The third law of motion is a powerful law, and it is my religion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You love your skin. You've gone on to create your brand. You've gone on to push your own self-love and put it out there in the world, and people respect you for that. Look at your friends coming back to you. You had a baby. You did not sit home and say, you know what, I'm just going to sit down here and wait for handouts. You went out with 45K and you started your business, and you've grown the business to a level where you have Black Goddess hair, Brandy, Indie, all these black beauty stuff. And I think every woman can do it. You are passionate about beauty. I can see that in your photos. You are a damn self-confident woman, and I just love it. Especially in a day and age when the black skin is looked down upon as the inferior skin. To see black women who are very passionate about their skin is not something that is common. It's no longer common. What is happening in our world is that things that are good are now bad, and things that are bad are now good. So I am very, very proud of you. I think you're doing great. And I just really believe that if we come together, now that you have seen the light, who else can you mentor? I want to help young girls. When I told my younger sister, she told a friend, and a friend told a friend. And when I went to bed and woke up, this WhatsApp group had 50 young women waiting to be mentored. And the program took 2 weeks, and they were all coming back to me and saying, oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. And just 2 days ago, one of them, she messaged me and said, I want to talk. I feel like my spirit, my soul is just blossoming. I was like, okay, I'll call you right now. And I called her. She was like, oh my God, coach. I was like, coach, I'm not really sure about that, but tell me. She's like, oh.
I hope I'll be the next session.
Oh. You're welcome, Lucy. You see, what I'm trying to bring to the table, I want to help. I think that there's potential when we come together. Like you rightly said, one hand cannot tie a bundle. If we come together as women, as sisters, as a continent, I think that we can blow people's minds. If you come to the UK, the Indian community, they're very tight-knit, the Bangladeshi community, they're tight-knit. Only the black community, gossip, slander, jealousy, that's what reigns now. Yes. Why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to be like this? We can do better.
Especially the Cameroon community.
Mm-hmm. You can say that again. You can say that again.
Mm-hmm. Because Nigerians are even united.
Yes.
Cameroonians are not united.
At all. They are the ones to throw sand into your gari. Mm-hmm. Sadly,
Cameroonians are not united.
No, I think we can do wonderful things together. I am very passionate about helping young girls to discover their talents, their own potential. One of them asked me, oh, how did you accomplish all those things, at the very young age? I said, first off, no one forced me to, except it was a rape. No one forced me to open my legs for any favor. You can give your telephone number to someone, because obviously we live in a masculine society, right? You can give your telephone number to someone if you want. If you walk into an office, say, oh, can I have your number? And you're scared that if you don't give your number, they will not render you the service or sign that document. I just tell them that, you know what? Use your girl power to build your empire. You're beautiful. Give the number. What compels you to go to a stage where you feel compromised? Nothing. Absolutely. If it's not a rape, then it is a mutual agreement. Because if you give your number, a number is not a hotel room or wherever that happens. You can give your number, and I guarantee you that if you give your number, he's going to sign your document and you walk away. When he calls you, oh, my brother is sick. Oh, my mother sent me. Oh, you make up those excuses until you're done with him, and then you block him. Mm-hmm. And then you block him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, what will he do to you? Nothing. Nothing. You turn it
The world
around.
of today.
Yeah, you turn it around. So young girls need to hear these things because, like you said, unfortunately, not too many women, are willing to help, especially those who have had the experience. They're like, if it happened to me, it should happen to you too. That's why the
Yes,
black community
that's
is the
true.
most judgmental community on the planet. They will judge you from tomorrow till thy kingdom come. So I just wanted to ask you one last question. Based on the socio-economic situation in Africa and Cameroon in particular, what do you recommend for young girls like yourself and myself to do in order to gain financial independence?
Business. There are so many types of business because some other investments I did, I had to walk up to some mentors. Well, my mentors I look up to, who advised me. Some told me get into network marketing. Another one, you can invest Bitcoin. Like now, I'm learning cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I'm learning forex trading. Those things are necessary.
Yeah.
It's good because if you want to stay and say, okay, I want to do just business. Truly, things are really slow now. The economy, I don't know how I can say it. I don't know how I can describe it. It's just standing. I think it's just standing.
Yeah.
Things are really not moving, but we are pushing hard. If somebody tells you he or she is doing business in Africa, in Cameroon, and is moving, that lady or man is a very strong person and is a fighter because it's really not easy. But I'll advise young girls to get into the internet, forex trading, cryptocurrency is necessary. Let them get into it. Young ladies attend conferences. You have conference about all those things, network marketing and all that. It's just that many girls will not want to pay the little fee of 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. Oh,
You're breaking up.
mommy knows the
You're breaking up.
online formations.
Yeah.
Doing formations online, like my hair business. I'm doing classes. If I tell you, I've spent more than 350,000 just attending class.
Oh my God, you're spilling some very juicy information.
To buy and sell, to know, and I keep learning every day. I keep attending classes and all that. We need to attend those classes. We need to invest in ourselves. Many people don't want to invest in themselves. They just want to harvest. They don't want to plant. They don't want to work, to arrange the weed, to do everything. They just want to harvest, and it's difficult. Nowadays, you cannot harvest, and nothing good comes free. That was what I learned in one of my conferences.
Music to my ears.
From one of my mentors. Nothing good comes free, and it's true. Nothing good. If you want to excel in life, you have to pay to get those trainings. You need to pay to get those trainings. You need to pay to attend those conferences. You need to pay. You should be willing to sacrifice something to gain something in return.
Wow.
So I'm advising every young woman to invest, or every young woman and every young man out there to invest in themselves. Investing in yourself will help you. Read books. I read books. I have a library in my parlor, my little library. I learn how to read books, and I keep reading to build myself, to build my growth, to build my empire. Because you cannot succeed if you don't know how to plant inside you. You will never succeed. You will never.
My goodness, I've got goosebumps all over me. You're just preaching to the choir. You are preaching to the choir. I love every bit of this conversation we've had. I love it. I think we need to scream aloud. We need to talk about this every day. We need to hold each and everyone's hand and bring them into this journey. That's how we build an economy. That's how we build a better country. That's how we build a better continent. It's not one person. If you have succeeded and the others have not, what joy do you have in that? What joy does it bring? Imagine a family where everyone succeeds. How cool that is when you guys have a family gathering. It's amazing. Exactly. It's amazing. We have to support each other. And what you've said, it just boils down to the article I wrote about self-development. Your self-confidence is your responsibility. Your self-development is your responsibility. There you are. You've got your little library. You're feeding yourself. You're preparing yourself for opportunities. I mean, you've talked about Forex. I'm blown away. I'm really impressed. Because I am into Forex. I've got some cryptocurrency as well in my portfolio. And I do other things. I just think that there's a lot out there. I wrote another article yesterday. In fact, I'm just writing articles. There's so much to say. And the article was Africa and the scarcity mentality. In Africa, we complain a lot. We complain a lot and we do very little. You took the bull by the horn and you say, you know what? I'm going to start with where I am, with what I have. You went out, you started. Today you've got your empire. You've got your empire. This is how you prepare yourself. Tomorrow we'll be like, oh my God, Brenda's got a Range Rover 2021. And your friends will be like, that one.
I can't wait to be a boss lady.
No, you are already. You're calling the shots. I mean, you are already. You're calling the shots. You are. It's a process. Rome was not built in a day. If you look at the beautiful pyramids in Egypt, they look amazing. They look like an impossibility, but they are actually real. Because they started putting the bricks one after another, and today the pyramids are massive and they've been there for thousands of years. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was called the sack girl. She was putting on clothes that are made of potato by her grandma. Today she's the richest woman in the world. She started with what she had. She had her voice. She found her passion. You are passionate about fashion. You're going out there. You're doing your thing. You're showcasing your beauty. You're telling young women out there that they can be beautiful in whatever skin color they have. All shades. Beauty is not, it's only skin deep. It's not the physical appearance. It's when you walk into a room and people look around. That's beauty, because they don't look at your external appearance. They look at your charisma. They look at your self-confidence. They look at the way you carry yourself. Yes.
It happened to me last Saturday. Like, seriously, a friend invited me for a conference. The way I was dressed and everything, when I was coming, one guy came, oh, madam, you're welcome. Are you one of the hosts? I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can I have my seats, please?
I'm like, I said to myself, I said, Brenda, you're already beside your dream. And you're closer to that dream. That's what I said to myself. I said, I'm closer to that dream.
That's right.
And the way I was welcome and everything, and I said, no, sorry, I'm just a guest.
Yeah.
I was being invited.
I mean, what you've just said is very powerful. The way you dress, that's how you're going to be addressed. Hello? The way you dress, that's the way you're going to be addressed. What you've just said, young women need to understand this. If you go out dressed, half naked, you're going to be considered as, I don't want to say the word, but the way you dress definitely put your foot on the door. Look at you now. You're already one of the speakers, it's not too far.
I was like, sorry.
Oh my God. I love this. I really love it. My goodness.
No.
Oh, we're losing you. Internet not too good. Oh, we've lost you. Are you still there? Sorry, we lost you. Yeah, did you say something?
Yeah, so one of my dreams is to become a motivational speaker. Yeah, that's one of my dreams.
I think you do
and
really
to
well.
encourage other women that no matter the difficult moment, no matter the difficulties you face in life, no matter sometimes you sit and everything goes down, never lose hope. Never lose hope. I've lost money in investments, even my own mom's money when I borrowed. I'm like, mommy, borrow me this amount, borrow me, I'll retain it, I'll give you interest and all, and you invest here, and it's like it's gone. At one time I almost got into depression.
Oh my!
I'm just so happy. I'm strong. I can say that. I'm proud to say I'm strong, and I repeat every day. My mom is the best thing that's ever happened to me in this world. She stood by me. She's not in Cameroon, but she always call, always check, always encourage, always motivate you. And I want to tell young ladies out there, who tell women, look for that person. You must not have 10,000 people around you. Look for one person that will push you to your limits. That will make you leave your comfort zone. That will, no matter how hard it is, he or she will keep telling you you can make it. You are a strong woman. Give you that possibility to see the advantages in you. Look for that one person, and you will see things. No matter how bad it gets, you see it moving out straight.
Wow. This was a fantastic chat. Honestly, I'd love to bring you back. We've got so much to talk about. We need to do this very, very often because, there are lots of young girls out there who will be listening to these podcasts today and thinking, oh my God, I can do it. Oh my God, she did it. Oh my God, and we need to, come together and talk more about these sensitive issues and uplift one of our sisters. We never know whose life, this message is going to change. I really thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much, CEO.
It's my first time doing this, and I think I have to do this often.
Yeah, you've been fantastic. I can tell you for free that if you become a motivational speaker, you will do great. You will change lives. I really enjoyed it. At some point, you gave me goosebumps, in the way you were talking and the passion in your voice. And that's what young people need out there. They need a voice that is passionate about the message and that they can listen to. And I'm so glad that I have you on board. I'm so glad.
And I'm already one of your mentees.
I'm more than happy to share and spill the juice. I am more than happy. I'm very bullish on it. I'm more than happy to spill the juice. Thank you so much, Leo sis, and look forward to speaking to you again. Too. So how can the guests, how can they buy stuff from your business? How can the listeners?
Online, you go to my page, you can send me direct message or my WhatsApp.
What's your page name, the name of your page, your Instagram and everything?
Is Brenda Black.
Okay.
Brenda Black, my Facebook. And my business page is Brenda's Hair Collection.
Okay.
On Instagram, my personal page is Brenda Black.
Okay.
And my Instagram business account is Brenda's Hair Collection.
Fantastic. I need to follow you right away. I need some of that, I need to send some business your way. I need to follow you right away. Instagram, Brenda Black. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Brenda Black. So it's Brenda B.
Black Goddess.
Okay. I love it. I just love it, Brenda Black. That's one word. I saw that. Nzanda.
Yeah. No. Yes, Brenda Black. Okay. Nzanda. Okay. My user's name.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, I've just followed you now. Oh, you've got so many followers. Nice. You're popular, aren't you? I love it. All right. Thank you so much, Leo sis. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that Brenda was able to inspire you. She's a young, fantastic woman who did not let the difficulties in her life put her down. She woke up, she made the decision to go out there, to start where she was, to start with everything she had, and she's doing fantastically well. She has her own business. You can check her out on Instagram, Nzanda, Nzanda, and you can also check her out on Facebook. Her Facebook handle is Brenda, Brenda Nzanda. You can also order your beauty stuff from her, your hair, your bags, your shoes, and everything beauty. She's a proud Black goddess, and I love it. Thank you all so much for listening. If you have any questions, please follow our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's the Young and Independent Community. On Instagram, Young and Independent 35. On Twitter, Young and Independent. On YouTube, Young, Black and Independent. And on the web, you can find us on www.youngandindependent.com. Thank you all so much, and until next time, cheers.